Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me here on the mat. We're going to move through a shorter little practice today. So join me down in a wide-legged child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Just begin to melt the upper body down. Maybe forehead rests on the mat, maybe on a block. Just allow the body to be heavy while you drop your awareness into your space. Begin to tune into your breath, breathing deeply, breathing evenly. Lift the gaze a little, walk both hands over to the right side, melting down. Looking to find length through the left side body. The left hip reaches away from the left fingertips. Allow there to be some softness here. We look up a little, walk the hands over to the left. Melting down, finding that space through the right side body. Peel up, back to center. One round of breath here in our child's pose. And we'll walk the hands in. Bring the knees together. Big toes together, knees together. Find that length through the spine, that connection to the belly. Few shoulder rolls one way and the other. Let the shoulders be heavy. Find that connection to the abdominals. Finding length through the spine. Right fingertips to the floor. Can have a block there to assist. Left fingertips are going to reach tall to the sky, ground down through that left side hip, maybe leaning over to the right. Keeping that that top left shoulder nice and open. We don't want to be here. We're looking for space through the body. Top hands bring us up. Left hand to the bottom. Find that length through the right side. Maybe tipping to the left. Connection to the belly. Notice the breath. Come back to center. Interlace the fingers behind. Draw hands, elbows back. Opening through the chest. You can move through the neck if you like. You can look to lift the hands a little higher. Just play around with the sensations there. Bringing both hands, they stay connected, over to the left side. Doesn't matter how far around you get, trying to keep the chest square to the front. Breathing here. Reach the hands behind. Nice opening of the chest. Both hands come over to the right side. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe into that sensation of stretch and tension that we're creating through maybe the arms, the chest, wherever you're feeling it. We release, arms pull back, release the hands and shake them out. Hands come forward in front of the shoulders, shifting the weight forward. We're going to tuck the toes and lift the hips up for a downward dog. Just beginning to find some movement here. Whatever it is that you need just to pedal through, wake up through the back line of the body. Weight is evenly pressed between the hands. And we make our way into some stillness. Breathing deeply, evenly. Knees come down to the mat. Untuck the toes, chest comes forward, we lower down, chest and chin to the mat. Sweeping forward, we're on our forearms here. Connection to the belly, feet are relaxed, chest is open. Gazing, or the neck is in line with the spine. So not looking up too high, and we're not slouching through that upper back. We're nice and lifted, the arms are active. Look over to the right side, back to center. Look over to the left side, back to center. Melting down, take the hands wide, fingertips or palms flat to the ground. We breathe in and lift up, really getting into the upper back of the body, and lower it down. We'll do about 3, or just whatever feels right for you. Allow there to be some sort of flow here. I'm going to come down onto my palms, lift up, hold that lift really strong through the abdominals. Left shoulder is going to drop down to the mat. Really being aware of that sensation. It's a lot for the front of the chest. We pull, we lift back up. Right shoulder drops down to the mat. We lift up. We lower down. Hands back under the shoulders. We roll back to our child's pose. Knees can stay a little closer together here. Find your breath. Have that connection to the body here. When you're ready, we come forward back to our downward dog, lifting the hips. If you need the movement, you can take it. Otherwise, let's meet in stillness. Connect to the breath. Weight goes to the right foot, left leg goes high for our 3-legged dog. Hips stay nice and even here. Bend that knee, bring it through. Foot comes between the hands. Let's drop the back knee down to the ground. Connect to the belly. Arms come up for our low lunge. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here. Maybe let's look up between the fingertips if you've got that balance. Connect with your breath. Hands come down, hips shift back for a half split here. You can be long and lifted and active through the upper back, or just allowing yourself to melt down through the spine. Whatever it is that you need, maybe a little sway or some movement is nice too. Let's shift our weight forward. Inside hand plants, outside hand ravels up to the sky. Nice strong bellies, strong legs. Inner thighs are firing. Breathing here. Taking time to sense through the body in this posture. Top hand comes down. We tuck the back toes, lift up off that back leg. Nice, strong inner thighs. Keep the bend in the front knee. Knee is over the ankle here. Breathing. While we hold this leg position, drop that inside hand flat to the floor again. So the right hand down to the floor, and let's find a twist here. Legs are more active. We're feeling it there. Trying to twist a little deeper through the spine. We look for length through the spine as well as a twist. That rotation to the left side. Both hands come down. Maybe that back foot pulls in a little more and we straighten both legs into our pyramid pose. We find length through the spine and allow the body to melt down. Check that your weight is even between the feet. Seeing if we can find a little bit more space and control through the posture with each breath. Looking forward, we step forward to our forward fold, letting the upper body be heavy and a bend through the knees. Have a little pedal out through those legs. Melting down, Bend the knees, press down through the feet. We roll all the way up, hands sweep up to the sky. Looking tall between the fingers. Hands come down to our heart. We breathe. Release the hands down into our mountain pose. Weight is even between the feet. Feeling that energy flowing here. Sweep the hands all the way up, look up, maybe opening through the chest. We fold forward into our forward fold. Halfway lift, we straighten the legs, straighten the spine. Fingers can stay to the floor or to the shins if you need more space. Gaze stays down. We melt ourselves down, step back, find a downward dog. Movement or stillness. We will take a few rounds of breath just to experience the pose. Connect with the breath. Weight shift to the left leg, right leg tall, reaching behind us. Breathing here. Weights even between the hands. Bring that knee into the chest and pull it all the way through between the hands. Back knee drops to the mat and we move into that high lift through the upper body, embracing wobbles and unsteadiness if it's there. It's all a part of the practice. As we pull the hands down, we shift the hips back. If you need space here through the front of the body, you can always scoot that foot forward. Finding your awareness in this shape. We shift forward back to that lunge. Inner thighs are nice and active. Inside hand plants to the ground. Right hand opens up to the sky. The closer that left hand, a supporting hand is to the foot, the harder the abdominals have to work. So if you need more space, you can always take that hand further away from the foot, just deciding what it is you need here. Top hand comes down, square the hips to the front, tuck the back toes, come up, find that strength through the legs, just really checking in with the sensations there. And when you're ready, left hand's flat to the floor again, or a block. Blocks are always helpful here if you need a little bit more space. We're rotating the right fingers up to the sky. Top hand comes down, we square the hips. If you have that space through the legs, you can straighten your legs here, but it is nice to bring that back foot in a little bit, shorten the stance, and melt into our pyramid pose. Decide how active you want to be through the upper body, nice and lifted, nice long spine, or melting all the way down. Maybe there's some movement through the hips as you find your energy here. This time we're going to plant the hands, front foot goes back, maybe re-widening the stance to our downward dog. Connection to the breath. Knees are going to come down. Let's do it with control, nice and slow as you can go. Nice and slow. They touch down to the ground. We peel ourselves back for a child's pose. Knees stay together this time if we have that space for the belly and boobs, depending on our body shape. If you need to have them a little wider, that's okay. But as close together as we can, and this time we'll bring the arms alongside the body, just wriggling into space. Forehead melts down to the ground or onto a block. We connect with the breath. In this compressed position, that evenness of the breath, the depth of the breath can be challenging. So really having to draw your awareness in, find that flow. We peel ourselves all the way up, nice and tall through the spine, connect to the belly. Hands sweep up. This time we're going to find a really gentle twist, left hand across the body. Rest wherever we get to on that leg. The right hand behind us to the floor, to a block. If neither of those are accessible, take it to the right hip. And from our bellies, we are opening out to the side. Maybe gazing back to the right, maybe opening through the left side of the neck so we can tilt the right ear down a little bit here as well. If the head is tilted, we peel up and we unravel as we do so, hands back to the sky and twisting to the left side. So that left hand is wherever it needs to be on that leg, right fingertips to the floor, maybe to a block, or to the hips if that still feels inaccessible. There is some way to experience all the poses. We just need to find what works for you. Breathe here. And we gently unravel, shake it out, come off the heels and back out in front. Lowering down to our back, knees into the chest. Feel that length through the spine. Few little circles with the knees here. Noticing the movement through the spine as we roll the knees. Change direction of the circles. And we bring it back in. Knees into the chest for a round of breath. Then taking the arms out wide, knees to that 90-degree angle. Drop the knees over to the right side. Now we are almost to our end of practice, so really allowing this reclined twist to be very gentle. The knees don't have to stay stacked. The shoulders can just melt wherever. Maybe the gaze is away from the knees. Whatever it is you need. Maybe even taking that right hand and giving the outside of that top leg a little massage, feeling into the muscles. Maybe there's soreness, maybe just experiencing that feedback, that connection with the hand on the leg. If that doesn't work for you, you can always just melt in stillness. When you're ready, we're back up through center and legs over to the left. Finding what you need here. Back to center. Release the feet to the floor. To finish, you can make your way into a traditional Savasana. This will be short though, so I sometimes as an alternate like to take feet mat distance and let the knees fall in. Hands rest on the belly as we melt the shoulders. Find length through the back of the neck. Let go of any effort and control on the breath. With each exhalation, just allowing your body to soften a little more, allowing yourself to be happy. And you just connect in with the sensations through the body, noticing how we're feeling after our practice. If you would like more time here in your Savasana, feel free to pause the video and come out when you are ready. If you're coming out with me, we slowly begin to find movement. Maybe stretching the arms overhead, a little rock of the knees. Bringing that sensation back through the body, we make our way to our side and pressing all the way up to finish, meeting in a comfortable seat. The chest is open, connection to the body, to the breath. To finish up, we'll sweep the hands out wide with an in-breath, breathing all the way in. Hands meet at the top and we sigh out, hands come down to our chest. As we offer that last little bit of gratitude for our practice, to yourself for showing up, moving your body, honoring your body with this beautiful practice of yoga. When you're ready, you can slowly blink your eyes open. Take in the surroundings. Find that observation of the space you're in, just taking it all in, that awareness. And thank you so much for practicing with me. As always, love to hear from you in the comments section. Please feel free to like the video, share it, or hit that subscribe button. It is very, very appreciated. And I hope that you take that beautiful energy with you for the rest of the day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.